Over the past few generations, there have been a number of notable public officials from Southeast Queens. However, everyone agrees that there is only one dean.
I first ran for, as I can recall, that's like ancient history, you know. The first I ran for state committee, I think it was 1966, 67. I ran for district leader in 1968. I had been given an opportunity. Guy Brewer was the assistant to the borough president. When he left that job, he encouraged me to leave my secure position with the New York City Transit Authority, which I was on a fairly positive career route. I had received a promotion to dispatcher and was moving on up.
Archie Spigner was first elected to public office in 1968 when he served as the state committeeman and district leader in Southeast Queens, a post that he currently holds almost 50 years later. He then was elected to city council as the first black elected city councilman in Southeast Queens for the 27th City Council District.
Abe Beam was the mayor. That's 1974. Now the city was a very shaky financial situation. Now I don't know whether it was shaky because I got elected or it would have been shaky anyway. But it was on the verge of bankruptcy. On the verge of bankruptcy, and that we had a lot of maneuvering and cutting to keep the city from going into receivership. In '74, in places like Rosedale, Cambria Heights, had a good deal of white population. The neighborhood was basically the same. You know, it was a decent neighborhood then, and I think it's still a decent neighborhood. It's still a decent place to work, live, raise your family, and try to run a small business. I think they use the word dean because of longevity. You know, you stick around long enough, you outlive everybody else. I mean, I certainly wasn't the first. And so that's simple as that. I'm one person started it. I think Greg Meeks might have started it. He might have started it. But I got elected to the city council. I got elected to district leader in 1968 and to the council in 1974. So many people get to know you. Everybody, hi Arch. You spoke at my graduation, and this guy's got grandchildren almost, and I spoke at his or her graduation. It makes you a little, wow. Another issue I enjoyed working on. In the early days in the council, we recodified the city charter. Working with Peter Valone, that's how Peter Valone and I bonded. Peter Valone, now Judge Georges, we worked on a subcommittee to recodify the charter, to get rid of vague, conflicting, and redundant language in the charter, to help make it possible for laymen to pick up the city charter and read it and understand. And I fought together on that committee. I said, we had a lot of high-powered lawyers. I said, you need a layman on this committee, so that makes as a test. If I can understand it, then the average person can understand it. And my greatest accomplishment, oh, Jesus, I think you got to look at it as the collective. You know, if you can walk through your community and your district, and you're greeted by people old and young, and and they greet you with a positive smile and the friendship, that to me is worth any other act or opportunity. And they greet me in a positive way. I think that's the greatest benefit and accomplishment that I can look at.